What is up, you guys? I'm back with another video. As you guys can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about school spirit and what are some things to do on campus when it's not an average school day. So I hope you guys are enjoying the back-to-back content of me giving you guys tea all about ODU for the incoming freshmen, the transfers, and students who go here. Without further ado, let's get started into the video.
Hey, pop the trunk, I open up, I sold my soul a good price, out of sight, my whole got talent.
So I guess the first thing I'm going to talk about would honestly be what can you do on the weekends when it's not a school day. So in fall semester, I pretty much feel like fall semester there's so many things to do just because they're welcoming incoming freshmen and stuff like that. So there's always events going on, there's always cookouts, there's always some type of party and stuff like that. But besides welcoming the incoming freshmen, there are definitely current students that are throwing parties. So there's always going to be a party, there's always going to be a darty. If you don't know what a darty is, it's pretty much a day party. Those are typically fun more than the regular parties. Oh, it's also football season, so people will be tailgating, people will be like, you know, going crazy for the football team and stuff like that. And then of course you do have the football games and stuff like that. So this semester, not this semester, fall semester, my first semester, we pretty much, our first game was a home game. We played Norfolk State, and it was our first time playing in our brand new stadium. So pretty much everybody came out. The game was sold out. Students do get the tickets for free. So it's just a matter of you just getting online and getting the ticket. Because tickets do run tickets do go out fast. At least for the first game, it seemed like. So yeah, so pretty much that's pretty much the whole situation in fall. There are definitely more things to do like that come along with the football team. Of course, it's after parties before, stuff like that. ODU also sends out emails every single day around like 12 a.m. in the morning about events that are going on there, so you can also get involved that way. Also, the first or second week of school during activity hour, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Clubs come out. All the clubs pretty much come out onto the main field, which is in front of the web where I showed in my ODU tour, and that's pretty much where all the clubs come out and you get to see about the club and get to know more about the club. And even in the beginning of fall semester, the clubs are pretty much just promoting themselves, going to everything, throwing this, throwing that, so that people can get involved, people can, you know, join the club, and that is just things to do. Also, I feel like a lot of things do happen in the quad, and if you don't know what the quad is, go check out my ODU tour of the campus and everything like that, because the quad is pretty much where the cookouts happen, the laser tag, they do like a little events, like I think they have like a carnival theme, like, and everything like that. So there's definitely always events in the quad. There's always some type of step show, some type of dance show or something, typically on Monarch Way, which is typically like a cookout type of style, and that was pretty much fun. But yeah, there's always things to do on campus in the fall semester, at least it seemed like to me. It's honestly just listening and asking people or just talking to people in your class. I know for me personally, I figured out a lot about from my classmates, and for me just living in the dorms, things are always being said in the dorms. If you don't know what's going on, and you can literally just ask someone across the hall or right next to you, like, hey, what's going on today, or even ask your roommate if they, you never know. So yes, but towards the end of fall semester, when it started to get when it started to get cold, I do feel like people started buckling down on their work more, because fall semester is really short personally to me, because we do have a lot of breaks. Like you have fall break and you have the holidays in the beginning of semester, and it's like a whole bunch of other like random days that you get off. So when it starts to get cold, I do feel like there's not as many parties, but there definitely are still parties and still activities to do. But pretty much everyone starts to buckle down on their work, because that's typically when it gets cold, it's typically like the middle or end of the semester, so everyone's like, you know, trying to get their grades right, trying to do what they have to do. But that's just my personal preference. But there still were events going on, but it is cold, so a lot of people really weren't going out like that because it was so cold. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all for the fall semester. Now we're going to go talk about the spring semester. So spring semester, pretty much, I personally felt like spring semester everyone, or not everyone, but some people already had like their friend groups or friends that they made from fall, so they pretty much are already kicking in with them. There definitely are still parties going on. People are still promoting parties. People are still promoting clubs and stuff like that. I did not mention the clubs in my fall part, but they're definitely in fall semester. People are promoting clubs left and right. So you can always just go to one of the little club parties, and it's not just like, oh, when you think club, oh, it's just you and a couple people. Like, it's pretty much all of ODU or a whole bunch of ODU students at the club and stuff like that. So that's typically fun because you and your friends can go. But now back to spring semester. So pretty much the same thing. They'll promote parties, promote clubs, basketball games for spring for boys and girls. I didn't go to any of the boy basketball games, but I did go to the girl basketball games. Those were fun. Yeah, I can't really say for sure how the spring semester would have went just because of COVID and everything. School got closed and all of that, so I don't really know how the spring semester would have played out when it came to, you know, what are there things to do on campus when there's no school, are there things to do off campus and stuff like that. So I am a first year student, so I really don't know much about that, but I pretty much try to give the insight of what I do know. Why am I struggling right now? I try to give you guys the insight of what I do know and what I have experienced, or what I've seen other people experience, or what I've seen other people talk about, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But yes, now another thing that ties along to this, what a lot of people were asking me about, is school spirit. How is ODU school spirit? So ODU school spirit is really good. So if you want to go to a school and you're like, I want to go to a school that has good school spirit because my school may have not had school spirit, or your school may have had school spirit and you loved it so much. So I feel like ODU does a pretty good job on having school spirit. Every Friday on campus, everyone wears their ODU gear. So if you're like, am I missing a message? That's pretty much what you're gonna be missing if you're on campus on Friday, because people will be wearing their ODU t-shirts, sweatpants, hats, book bags, hoodies, all of those type of things. That's pretty much what people wear. And it's not just Fridays. People do wear like the ODU like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that to class and stuff like that, so you still will see that. Also, ODU is really big into having, like, you know, the school like represent them and school involvement and stuff like that. So you may walk past a table and there may be a table of free shirts and it just says take one or whatever. So that's another thing, how people get a lot of ODU gear. What else? Oh, they give out like the first 100 people may get like a hat or a t-shirt to either baseball, either to a football game or a basketball game. What else? Like clubs give out t-shirts, student activity hour, you also get like t-shirts and stuff like that. So pretty much you will accumulate t-shirts, hats, all of that through your school year or through your semester. I know my fall semester I got at least 12, maybe 13. I know for sure I probably got more shirts that I'm not counting, but I know at least I got 12 shirts like for free. So they definitely do give out a lot of gear and stuff like that. You can still go buy gear from the bookstore or from whatever, but yeah, a lot of people, if you're in a sorority, they pass down their like t-shirts, if that makes sense. So I do see a lot of people on campus wearing their sorority gear and stuff like that, but it still has some ODU somewhere on the shirt. Yeah, so school spirit at ODU is pretty good. You will not really see a lot of people wearing schools outside of ODU. I mean, you still would, but not as many. Like, I've been to some campuses and I be seeing Syracuse, Temple, Texas Tech, all these other schools, but the school that you're at, if that makes sense. So I do not really see a lot of people wearing other universities outside of ODU on campus, but there definitely are some students who do, and there's no issue with that. People are not going to look at you weird or anything like that. But yeah, but I think that is all for today's video. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. Adios.